Hello Capricorn, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a general life reading for your sign. So let's see what this brings in for you. Sixth house, fifth house. So the sixth house could be highlighted because of the Virgo energy coming in with Venus and Mars when they go into Virgo. First house, so we've got Grand Trine coming in. So this is a nice aspect coming into your sixth house. Aries and Saturn. Bottom of the astrology deck is Gemini, I think. So some sort of decision or weighing up or communication occurring. Gemini is always about communication of some sort. It could even be contracts and documents. Just depends on what's happening for you. It could also be, it's the Lover's card in this deck, so it could also be a person represented, you know, that energy, the Lover's energy. Does one come out here? Okay, Cordelia. To take these two. Bridget. So yes, you've got strong Aries energy coming in, and we've got Sarasvati, which is represented by the arts. As I said, with this the Venus, strong Venus energy, this could be highlighted for you now. And then we've got the bottom of the goddess deck is Irene, peace. So just return to that peaceful energy anytime you find yourself in a pickle. Let's get Destiny card, simplicity. Just it's over here. Fairy tarot. Queen of Autumn. Lovely energy, lovely earthy energy. Okay, and the bottom of the Fairy Tarot is Queen of Winter, so Queen of Swords otherwise. A lot of Queen energy, so this is power, this is the embodiment of power. Even if you're a masculine, it doesn't matter, it's still the embodiment of the feminine energy, the powerful feminine energy. Okay, so we've got, let's start here. So we've got sixth house. Sixth house is everything to do with your health, your diet, your well-being, your lifestyle, everything around that. It can also involve pets if you've got pets. The other side of it is also your working life, your work routines, everything, any kind of routine that you have in your daily life. So this could be workplace, work colleagues, the work that you're doing, work projects, but it can also be mastery of your craft. If you don't actually go out physically to a workplace, it's mastery of your craft, whatever it is that you do. So usually when this card comes up, it's about a health issue, or it's some sort of balance that is required here to bring in a better quality of life in some way. So we have got here Grand Trine blessing. So this is indicating that if you have been facing a block or blocks, or just things not working or flowing properly, then the Grand Trine is going to change that. Okay, so this is indicating that there's flow now. There will be flow. Blocks or problems that you've faced, or hurdles that have been there, you know, things that have kind of got in the way, will just kind of dissolve or be lifted away. And this is going to bring in harmony. This is going to bring in flow, flowing, you know, that flowing energy moving forward, actually moving forward. It can also in some cases be closure. or it can be a completion of something. So this is falling in your 6th house. So this could be applying obviously to your working life. Perhaps you are leaving your working life and you're changing something. Perhaps you're now working from home, or you are changing something to do with your project or your working life. But it could also be obviously to do with your health and your diet and your well-being. If you've been struggling with certain things, something will be resolved, or something will be closed off, or something will be created which is better, and it's going to allow this flow. So it could also be a balance of the two. Perhaps you are shifting and changing one area, and then the other one automatically changes as well. So all of these coming in, but it is a lovely flow energy, as I say, harmony, completion, or closure of something. It can also be to do with the rising up of your talents and abilities or skills that you perhaps haven't focused on before. But these are things that are inherent for you. This is natural for you. So, it's a strange thing, but a lot of people that have natural talents often don't focus on them. They end up going into another area of their life, or another work project that doesn't really harness those lovely energies. So this is about tapping into your natural abilities, your natural talents, what is really, really something that you can just do, and focusing on that. So it's about a rising up of that. In some ways, as I said, with having those inherent talents and abilities, sometimes it can make you complacent, where you are so used to being able to do that thing, where you just know you can do it, that you don't actually take the effort to focus on it. So it can also be that energy coming in for you. But it's a lovely flow energy, very harmonizing energy, very nice flow coming in. As I said, blocks and obstacles or difficulties that you've had may just be dissolving and moving away from you now. But I do feel that also with Cordelia here, go outside, it is saying that perhaps you need to change something in your routine as well, which is related to just your general health and well-being and your lifestyle. She's saying go outside. You have been indoors too long, go outside and get some fresh air. So it doesn't matter what season you're in, you can always dress up or dress down and spend time in nature. That is really what she's about. She's got a lovely florally outdoors energy with the sea here. So it's whatever environment that you can get into, wherever you can go, take full advantage of that. What this is going to do is it's going to freshen your energies, it's going to freshen your vitality, which is important in the 6th house. It's going to improve all of these things. It's going to get more oxygen into your body, which is going to raise your consciousness, also going to give you that sharper edge. Fresh air and vitality will be enhanced, in your body, but also whatever you're doing outside. So whether it's an exercise or walking in nature, hiking, spending time by the ocean, whatever it may be. If you've got children, take them out with you as well. If you've got pets, take them out with you. They also could be doing that, needing that fresh air and change of environment as well. So this is about bringing that fresh air, fresh ideas. It will give you that edge, and it will, as I say, improve your vitality and your life force at this time. And I do feel with the simplicity card, this could also be coming in as well. So this is about obviously simplifying things in this house, because this is about your daily routines. This is what you're dealing with on a daily basis. So it's saying that certain things may be falling away or may be lifted away, but there may be other things that you can do to simplify your situation. Limit your screen time. Limit time that you spend in places which are triggering for you, or with people that are triggering for you, or whatever the situation is. Simplify your situation. Spend more time in nature doing simple things as walking and breathing in fresh air, and this will help you tremendously. Now we have got the 5th house here. This is the house of children. So this could be your children or other children that you may be involved with at this time. It can also be accessing your own inner child right now, which is really important for everybody right now, to get into this lovely, creative, playful energy. It is also the house of creativity, however you use it. It can also be artistry. So as I said, with Venus and Mars together at this time in Leo, which is a very, very creative energy, very creative sign, and then going into Virgo, which is more detail oriented. So whatever, this is going to be enhanced for a lot of people. So it's about getting in touch with that. Not all of us are born artistic, but we are all creative. We are born creative. So tap into that, however it may be. It can be, you know, it can be anything that you do. It can be the way that you speak, the way you dress, the way you decorate your home. It could even be children's parties that you hold, you know, whatever is creative and something that you can do, whether it's a handcraft or some other skill that you have, whatever it may be. It can be something really simple. This is also the house of all recreational activities. So this is about having fun. This is about, this is why we've got the go outside card as well. You need to have a bit more fun. You need to actually release your energy, lift yourself up, and raise your vibration. And you can do that through creativity, through playfulness, through childlike connections, and through all kinds of activities. Now, these can be sporting activities, or they could be handcrafts, as I said, or something else. That it could even be cooking. Whatever is creative, where you're using that aspect of yourself, whatever stimulates you and makes you, you know, lifts your energy, and whatever you are enjoying. It can also be pleasurable activities. And this can be like any kind of activity to do with a spa, or having a massage, or and you know, with your sixth house and the health and diet aspect, as you know, sort of highlighted, I feel this may be important. But it can also be you know, any kind of like club activity as well. You know, whatever sort of activity you enjoy or is good for you and is enjoyable for you is important at this time. It can also be about a risk of some sort. You may be needing to take a risk, or you may just be contemplating a risk right now. But there's some element of that may be coming in for you as well. Now, I do feel that there's some issue coming up here with the Aries I Am card, and we've got the Bridget Don't Back Down. This is a very strong energy that you need to stand your ground on something. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to show up for yourself in some way, shape, or form. Now, whether this is children related, your children, or whether it's to do with some creative project you're involved it's also this card also represents your individuality, your originality, anything that you put your flair or your stamp on. It could be a project you're involved in, or it could be an activity you're involved in, or something that is coming up for you. But it's saying that this is a very strong energy coming in, and this is about, in some ways, it can be anger, it can be impatience, and it can be impulsiveness. It can also be rushing around, which sorry about the noise. It can also lead to headaches and things like that. But it can also be about enthusiasm. This is about going after something with you know, a lot of energy. It's like a fire has been lit, or a spark has gone off. It's a very fiery, very energetic energy, very strong energy, but it's also initiating energy. So the Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. This is about initiating. This is about ideas. This is about starting something, getting going on something. You may have to compete or face a challenge, or you may have to defend yourself in some cases as well. Because Mars rules Aries, and Mars is highlighted at the moment. It could also be very passionate energy coming in, but this is getting something going or started, and it's the energy to do that. It can also be to do with being the first sign of the zodiac, that initiating sort of energy, but it's a no-nonsense, very direct energy. There's no, you know, there's no word games or playing of any games with the Aries energy. It's straightforward. Then we have Bridget, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Okay, so however this is playing out in your fifth house, this is saying show up for yourself, put your foot down, stand up for what you believe is right, fight for what you feel is the right thing for you. Go after whatever it is. And whether this is an idea or an activity or something to do with children or some other creative aspect coming in for you, or an activity, whatever it is, it's saying don't back down. Okay, you need to show up for yourself, and be seen and heard. That's what it's saying. I'm just going to bring this in here. We have got Queen of Winter, as I said, so strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. And then it says here, let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career, unmarried or divorced individuals. So it's one of these may be appropriate for you, or all of them, whatever the situation is. But the Queen of Swords is all about words. This is about being very direct, this cutting energy. So be careful. Sometimes it can be ruthlessness, very cutting energy. So be careful what words you choose, how you go about it, but it is nonetheless about clearing away things that no longer serve you, that are no longer working for you. Or in some cases, it could be about this: don't back down, standing up and speaking firmly about what it is that you feel is right, or an idea, or pushing forward on something. But it could also be that you need to embody these energies more. So strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. It's a kind of a resilient energy coming in for you. And I do feel with the new moon, Cancer and Sun energy, that it may be to do with either a personal, domestic, or family, or home issue, or it could be to do with children, or just your life in general, your lifestyle. But there's some aspect coming in here which is needing firm boundaries, and this Queen of Winter will bring that in for you. Okay, so now we've got first house here, the body. So again, the sixth house and the body always indicates issues to do with health and well-being and lifestyle and so on. So it's everything to do with your physical body, your lifestyle, your life force, but also your actual energy and vitality, what you are radiating right now. It's also, what other people see when they see you. So it's what you are projecting outwards at this time. So that this could be your energy, your enthusiasm, or it could be impatience or anger, whatever the situation is, or just really wanting to get things done, getting things moving, this push to move forward. So it's that energy that people are receptive to. It's what you are projecting at any one time. And this can also be an idea or an opinion, or just how you are meeting life in general, how you are setting sail in your boat, what direction are you setting at this time, and all the conditions that are out there, how you are meeting those conditions. It's obviously also the physical body, your actual physical body itself. It's also your self-oriented interests, things that are, that you enjoy or you do, and so on, things that are important to you. And it's your characteristics and your personality. So all of these things come in, but it's also your personal independence. And perhaps this is why you have here unmarried or divorced individuals. It's kind of a resilience or an independence that may be required, whether you're in a relationship or not. You can still be independent in thought and how you get things done, and you have your own ideas and you have your own interests, your own activities, things that you like to do, and so on. So it's about, looking after yourself in some way, shape, or form. We have got your Saturn return age. So for those that are older, you might find that there are some issues around teeth, or the skeletal structure, bones, and the stretchy parts of the body, so like your ligaments and tendons and things like that. So if it's related to a sport, you may be noticing certain things around that, or it could be teeth. All the hard, stretchy parts of the body are governed by Saturn. It's also, be careful with your calcium and your magnesium intake. Calcium and magnesium 2:1 is the ratio. Make sure it's high, and this will help to build up the strength in your body. It's also to release toxicity from the body, carry things out of the body. But magnesium is probably one of the most important elements, and this is very, very important for everybody, especially women. So it's one of those essential nutrients. So be careful with all of those things. Apart from that, the Saturn return can also be about you taking stock of things in your life. It's taking a very realistic view. In some cases, things may have been highlighted for you, that things from the past coming back to you that have worked or haven't worked, or there's been a few disappointments, or you are looking back at something and seeing it in a completely different light to how it was before. All of these things, it's kind of looking at the past, and perhaps there may be a few losses there, or things that you should have worked and didn't work. Things like that. It's kind of a review of the past. But just remember that the past, your rearview mirror is small for a reason, okay? You need to move forward, and this is what this is. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for you to move forward in a way which is now about you taking responsibility for your own goals and your own happiness. So many people are in a family or in a situation where they have others dependent on them, and they have been in work situations or careers which were fine for the time, but it wasn't really 100% what you wanted to do, or there would have been other things that you would have preferred to do had you had the opportunity or something like that. So when Saturn return comes in, this is the time to go after those things now. So it's a kind of a letting go of what does not serve you anymore, what has not worked, what really didn't suit you right from the beginning, but you stuck with it because you had to. And now you're going forward into a completely different arena, something that is close to your heart, that's important for you, that's meaningful for you, that's special for you. So it's a release and a redirect, a release of your energy from where it has been, and a redirection. It's a course correct of some sort. And in that, putting your energy into that course correct is where you get this wonderful release. And now you can go after something. It's a could have, should have, would have card. So whatever you could have, should have, or would have done, had your situation been different, now is the time to go after it. So some system or some structure that's been in your life for some time may be falling away now. That often happens under a Saturn return. And this is a redirect. In some cases, it can be a second chance option as well. So it may just be something very simple to do with your actual physical body, where you're getting a second chance in some way. It could be health related, where you're now getting over something, and now you've got an opportunity to really look after your health, your body, your temple, and do certain things. Or you may just be able to improve your physical condition to go after, or to reach a higher level in whatever it is that you are doing. So take it as it resonates for you. But it's a wonderful opportunity to now go after something which is really, really meaningful and important for you. But it really is about taking responsibility for your own goals and your own happiness at this time. That's what this energy is always about. But whatever, there's going to be a bit of work required here. Saturn is a hard taskmaster. And it's not fast. This is not fast moving energy. This is something that's going to be required. It's effort is going to be required to make this happen. But whatever you create under the Saturn energy will be long lasting and will stand the test of time. Saturn is always about building a very good, strong foundation. In some cases, it brings in systems or structures, routines, whatever it is. Something is coming in to give you a good, strong foundation with which to conduct this course correct, which you need to undertake now. So in some cases, it can also be about authenticity and about, coming into your power, maturity. Things like that can also be coming in. Now, Sarasvati is always about the arts. Express yourself through creative activity. So this is coming up with fifth house creativity. It's also about, as I said, with the strong Leo energy with Venus and Mars in there at the moment. There's very creative energy. So I do feel that something is being released, something is being highlighted for you at this time. And Venus is always about the arts in whatever form. It could even be the beauty industry. It needn't be actual painting and sculpture and things like that. It can be any artistic form, anything to do with that. It could be stage work even. It can also be as I said, beauty industry, but it can also be to do with aspects of the beauty industry which are important for you. So it just depends. But this is very much about tapping into your creative talents, and this can even be musical. Whatever it is, whatever is going to highlight this creative ability for you. And it's saying that you need to do this at this time. It's important for your body. It's important for your outlook. It's important for your presence. When you come into the present moment and you're busy with an artistic or a creative endeavor, whether it's cooking or sewing or handcrafts or creating something or changing a piece of furniture from old to new, whatever it is that you like to do, whatever is creative and artistic for you, this will bring you into the present moment. And as soon as you do that, you release yourself from the past, from the future, and you live in the present moment. And that is where you make all your decisions. That is where you really are at your most powerful. It lifts your vibration. You're doing something which is creative. It opens many, many doors for you. So wonderful energy coming in, and do focus on it and enjoy this. However it comes in for you, just enjoy this energy and make the very best use of it that you can. Okay, Okay, so I've also got here Queen of Autumn. So generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. So with the Saturn energy, this will be practical as well. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. So again, that is very much the Venus energy, that ability to make anything more beautiful, whatever it may be. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. So it could be a relationship, or it could be somebody coming in who's going to help you, whether it's a mentor or a business partner or somebody who can assist you in some way. But I do feel it is also about this, letting go of people and things that no longer serve you. So when you let go or cut away which doesn't work for you anymore, which has had its day, and you now bring in the Saturn return energy of now course correcting or releasing and redirect, I feel that then you will make room for this other person to come in and these other possibilities to come in. You've got to release the old to bring in the new, and that's what I feel this is about. But it's a very abundant energy. She's a queen of coins, you know, abundance is really just oozes out of her. So it could also be that you need to bring these qualities in, or exhibit them in some way, or direct them towards yourself, you know. Generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. We have also got Gemini, I think. So this, as I said, is the Lover's energy for this astrological deck. So that could be coming in the form of this new person, or it could be with just the Lover's energy if you are already with a partner. Okay, but it can also be obviously everything to do with the mind. So this is analyzing things. This is you know, walking your talk. You may be marketing something. You are maybe communicating something outwardly to others about a project or a business or an idea that you have. This is really putting your ideas or getting your word out, getting your ideas or what it is you need to say out. And putting it out there. So it's an expression of some sort. It's also everything you think and everything you say. A very communicative energy. All your words, whether it's written or verbal, or in the form of contracts and documents or emails or electronic communications, whatever it is, it all counts. And it's obviously also body language. So whatever you are communicating at this time. It can also be research, using the electronic side of things, so like the internet or any kind of app or whatever it may be. You may be spending time on that. But it's the exchange of ideas, expression, and it can also be listening. It can also be listening to things, hearing news or receiving news of some sort. In some cases, it can be gossip. So just be careful with that. Take the high road on that one. But it could also be walking your talk in some way. So you may have to, you know, get yourself into something or out of something by what you say. It's also very much about the air waves. So, you know, this could also be discerning things and understanding things, learning, or just assimilating information of some sort, using analytical ability. It could be figures related or numbers related, whatever it is for you, but there's some kind of mental energy that is required here. It can also be sense of humor. You may need to bring a sense of humor in at this time to do with certain things, but there's exchange of ideas. This is networking, communication of all sorts. It can also be that you may need to make up your mind about something. You may have a decision to make, and it's the sifting and the sorting and the weighing up of that, you know, to come to a decision, or you may be helping somebody else to come to a decision at this time. But it can also be about like multitasking, being flexible, going with the flow, you know, shifting and changing things and juggling, you know. But it's a very adept energy with the Gemini energy. Lastly, we have Irene Peace. So there is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. Okay, so whatever transgression or progression that you are making here, whatever you are working on, whether it's a transition or whether you are starting something new, or you know, going through some sort of renewal, whatever it is, there's no need to worry. Okay, and with as I said earlier on, with the 6th house energy, that's Virgo is connected to that, and Venus and Mars are going into Virgo, but it's the 6th house energy. worry can sometimes raise itself, worry and concern, nitpicking, criticism, things like that. Let go of all of that. It really doesn't serve you. It's actually an aspect of the ego. So let go of that, because you just draw towards you what you are worrying about. So you become like a magnet for things. So rather just come back to the peaceful energy. There's lots of abundance here. There's children, there's, lovely forms of abundance in the form of grapes there and other things that she's holding. There's dolphins in the background. So this is saying that, peace within, peace without. That is, if you are peaceful within, then that is what you will attract. And just know that everything is working out beautifully. You have also, as I said, got the cordelia go outside. So this is about bringing that peaceful, nature-filled energy into your life. And as I said, peace within, peace without, and that is what you will draw towards you. If you enjoyed that, please take care. Have a wonderful month. And don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.